Oh hey, it's you. Guess what? You made it to pile number 5. Okay, so here you are. You chose pile number 5. This is pile 5. This is it. Pile 5. Why? Well, pile number 5 is associated with the 999 leadership mode, portal event, space-time of the numerological holiday of the 999 numerological holiday of leadership mode. This is the portal event time reading of 999. So, welcome to pile 5, and you're here for pile number 5. So, if you're okay with that, well, by all means, continue on. And if you're okay with that, well, let's continue on the reading. And you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, well, there's a link in the description to the pile selection video. And if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about, well, go down into the description and you can find the link to the pile selection, where you can select your pile. And that's a video where you can select your pile. It's a charming experience. I show you a prolonged video of charms, and you can watch that and then choose your pile off of it. It's very charming. And yeah, it's rather charming. I show you charms. You can choose a charm if you want to choose a charm or a card. And so I just lead you back to this video. So you can go do that, and then choose number 5 again since you're out of here. You know, open it in a different tab. But it's a 5x5 reading. Yeah, so goodbye or hello. Welcome to number 5. A 5x5. That's you. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. What else we got? Oh no. Oh, no. Reversed love? With the naked girl seeking enlightenment and a fallen fire boy playing with his wand. Golly. We got some bad memories over here. Some fantasies and some longings. You gotta pick up the pieces from your situation and fight through a bunch of illusions in your new beginning. Gosh, there's really no reason to celebrate at all. Okay. So, with an immature boy holding onto his wand right next to the fallen lovers, the card of lust, well, this guy, this boy, he doesn't celebrate you. He doesn't celebrate your new beginnings. He only provides bad memories, and potentially hangs his bad memories over your head, or leads you on, or just leaves you waiting on him. He could even also leave you unsatisfied. Gee, I wonder why. And so here you are, trying to be one with the universe and your divine femininity, seeking enlightenment, wanting to fall in love, but you just end up pouring out your tears and pouring out your cups of energy, your cups of time, your cups of emotions to this brat who just wants to take advantage of the situation. Now, in other interpretations of this celebration card, in the traditional tarot, what's that called? Rider-Waite or something? There's usually a shadow figure that represents the thief card, like hidden in the background somewhere, but which means, despite your celebration of success, someone wants to steal that moment from you. or somehow profit from your fame. Now, I don't see that shadow here, unless it's this guy. Maybe it is, but anyway. Here's a rising star. So there's an abundant element of fame right here. And so here's a boy. Some boy is not only trying to use you for your body, but also use you for your career, which is not such a good intention. Not a good intention to have at all. This Fallen Celebration card can also symbolize that he's talking about his conquests, which just happen to be you. He's talking about his conquests. That just happens to also be you. Instead of respecting you and telling people that he's in love and how excited he is to meet you, now he feels like he won something. This boy is turning into a devilish abuser, talking about you behind your back, about how he conquered you and used you. And so, you may be unaware of this. Maybe you dream of him. Maybe you long for good memories with him. And yet he never delivers, because he's too busy watching porn. And so he never gives any time or affection to you. So here you are, trying to work on your novel, and you're constantly reminded about all these nightmares and bad memories between you two. And let me tell you, when you got the child card in reverse here, that's a sign of extra immaturity. If you know what I mean. I mean, all in all, not a good reputation of this character who's lusting after you. Not a good sign. Maybe you're aware of this character, and you are actively avoiding him. Maybe he's your ex, and you're picking up the pieces of the situation after the battle has ended, and the connection has been severed, broken, and forgot about. You are focused on your new beginning. You are focused on your career, and that has something to do with you being in the spotlight. This is the fame card. So you may be pursuing the path of a YouTuber, for example, and yet you're just beginning. So no one is celebrating your achievements. And yet you're just beginning. So no one is celebrating your achievements. You get a bunch of haters in this new beginning phenomenon, where haters always spawn to interrupt your new beginning, especially if you are destined for greatness. And yet, everything is still fresh. Everything's just beginning. And so you are not celebrated at this moment in time. And so maybe you're looking for some kind of inspiration, wondering how to make the most of your experience. Because all you've got are these bad memories here. Maybe you decide to journal about it. Hell, you could even make content out of it. Happens all the time. It's the misery business. It allows you to open up your emotions and to vent, which means to heal, which means you're transmuting your experience, and you're dealing with the past traumatic situations, all while entertaining an audience. I've done it several times in this video alone. You can have videos for specific stories, separate from your main content, divided into playlists. Stay organized. So, this is you, strategizing, thinking about your content, waiting on inspiration. And this card is also the dissatisfaction card. You've been given these cups before. You've been betrayed before. Why should you trust this new offer coming in? Is it a scam? Is it a threat? There is disbelief. This is the disbelief card. That you do not trust the universe to provide, because the universe is evil and it never provided for you before. And so, as supported by the Moon of Illusions card, right over here, which also supports the alternative, where you should trust this golden opportunity, even though your mind is deceiving you. Maybe you're debating whether YouTube is really for you or not. And now, since she's naked here, you may feel exposed by being on stage. So you have to overcome this whole confidence thing. Build it up, talk to camera. You get used to that process. Or or maybe the situation isn't about YouTube at all. Since she's naked here, maybe this is about OnlyFans. Maybe you're debating whether OnlyFans could lead to some quick cash or reliable income. Your goal is to thrive in your dream job of YouTube, so why not support yourself through a variety of other digital incomes, like merch, like passive income strategies. Well, the thing is, like Skillshare, teach on Skillshare. Well, anyway, the thing is, and I just researched this for myself, there is no money in sex these days. And I learned this by watching other women talk about it. Women who tried out the OnlyFans things, and so they said, there's so many desperate, slutty women out there, eager for attention, that they're practically posting nudes for free. And they're just on Instagram. Okay, so, what kind of audience looks at that, right? These horny, insecure boys who objectify women and brag about conquests, they're not actually men. You wouldn't want your future mate to be on OnlyFans constantly watching porn, and so why enter a porn field when you know the only guys that are there are just controlling and horny and are gonna be objectifying you and your content. And then the girls revealed that the men start making demands. And a young, eager woman trying to make a decent buck, there's the buck card right here, she may give in to one or two demands. Okay, it's just money, I need money right now, that's why I'm doing this. And then that slides into doing a variety of things that you don't want to do just for the bucks, just for the cash, just for the money. Well, all this time, you are being disrespected and objectified. And the women made the point very clearly that these types of men, the clientele of OnlyFans, they can get more revealing things for free because there are a lot of women posting stuff for free to get attention who are not even on the site of OnlyFans, like Instagram. And so they're basically, these guys aren't even going to pay for your content. We're told from a young age, when we're women in this universe, just by watching movies and everything, that sex is a money business. You give your body, you get quick cash, you get a lot of cash. Well, that's just not the reality. You get trapped, you get used, you get abused, and so what we thought was a mechanism just to do something temporarily, then you're stuck in it, then your reputation is everywhere, it's taboo, and people are gonna condemn you just because you wanted a mechanism to make quick money. And future jobs may just objectify you further and condemn you just because they don't understand the whole sexuality thing. I mean, everybody's sexual, but for some reason they're gonna just judge you about it. So anyway, there's this dilemma that a woman faces in today's world when she needs cash so she can provide for herself because there are no men around. So do you start selling your body? Does that actually make money? The answer is no. This world has become so saturated with sexuality that it's everywhere. And so guys who are willing to pay for sexuality will be the types of guys who are controlling and manipulative, and they'll devalue you and objectify you, all to try to get a discount. All to try to get a win. And they're not just on porn sites, they're on Craigslist too. You try to sell something, and a guy's trying to negotiate with you. You want to sell something for $20, and the guy's like, I'll give you $5. Oh, I don't want it unless it's $15. And so, they're wasting your time. They're wasting your energy. They're disrespecting you. And they're everywhere. Don't put up with that. Raise your standards. Say no price negotiation. Anyway, where was I? Guys are willing to pay, devalue, objectify, get a discount. Yeah, I'll try to get a discount. I'll try to get a win. And so, that's also connected. And so, that's also connected to some weird lustful control mechanism. And for you, that's not what you want for your career. You want to be a beacon of inspiration. You want to be that light in the darkness. And so, this is just not the crowd for you. You need to put your focus and all your time and effort into your dreams, into your ambitions. Maybe this isn't OnlyFans, but you think, showing a little skin in like a selfie or something, you think you might have to do that. Well, you don't. Just lead with whatever path you take in life with your charming personality. Show your energy in your videos. Show your unique perspective. They're gonna watch you because they like your charisma. They like your personality. I mean, you don't have to show skin just to get some attention. So, put your time into your video game roleplays. Gain your audience that way. And that way, I can watch your content too. Because I won't be watching the sex stuff. So, I can be entertained. And you can gain a fabulous reputation. And also, say that you have an OnlyFans, and one day you meet a nice guy offline, down at the clubs. You two fall in love. And then he discovers you have an OnlyFans. Well, I mean, you created that account so you could pay the bills, because you didn't have a man in your life. So, will he not understand that? Will he condemn you for the risky, taboo, avant-garde, exotic side of your career path? I don't know. But it is a possibility. And are you comfortable with a guy who has an OnlyFans, who does sex stuff himself? Are you okay with that? Especially, if you have traumas regarding sexuality. Even if you think you can handle things, there's always gonna be that offensive comment that will reawaken things and send you into tears yet again. I mean, you risk that enough on YouTube. Why risk that on a sex-only site? Yeah, sure. It's not only sex on the site for OnlyFans, but it's the sex what people go there for. And then there's your audience. Who the hell is on the other side of that screen? You don't know who is playing with their wands while looking at your content. All so you can make some quick cash. Some quick bucks. As displayed in the buck card right up here. That isn't quick. And it isn't much at all. So if you're thinking about the sex business, unless that's specifically your thing, and you're good at what you do, and you like doing that, well, I mean, that's just you. That's your path. You choose that path. You can probably tolerate overly sexualized men. I can't tolerate that. I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, if you're thinking about it, just do this as a way to get some extra cash. Well, just don't. Don't do it. The answer is no. Don't appeal or appease to these little boy creatures playing with their wands, who objectify women, who learn to objectify women, and never celebrate the woman's actual accomplishments. Or celebrate her presence as a human being. No. There's far more better things to do in this life, in this reality, and that is actually making actual content. Okay. So, we all don't like the immature boy playing with his wand. So what else can this mean regarding your career of stardom and starlight? Well, this is a page, which is also matched with the New Beginnings of Finance and Abundance card. You see the buck stops here? See, it's right there. So it's fitting, right there. The only place he does fit in, if you get my meaning. This is a young fire element on the New Beginning, trying to make money. However, This is in falling energy, so that means the flame of inspiration and passion has been put out. In this scenario, you are both the star and the fallen page of wands. You're rising into your career, however, you lost your inspiration. You lost that touch, that spark of creativity. And so you're looking to rekindle that flame, that passion for life, the love for the job, as the fallen love is right here. And yet, you don't feel like celebrating. Or you're not taking the time to celebrate yourself, to celebrate the little wins, your little successes, or maybe even the major ones. You are still in rising energy as the star, and you got the money card in rising energy, the buck right there, because the buck showed up, like you show up to a job, you got there, which means wealth will come in. Either you're making your first bucks now, yeah, the buck thing, yeah, you get it, or, the bucks will be showing up soon. The money is guaranteed. You're good at what you do. You know that. There's no conflict of confidence within your career. You're just facing a burnout. You lost the passion for the job. So, my advice to you is if something is feeling off when you are working on a project, is to see the project in a different way. Like, for this leadership reading, I originally was inspired to do some kind of twisted demonic gargoyle thing with glowing eyes, as I naturally default to that because I'm an emo. But then I started listening to jazz music, and I got an Art Deco film noir vibe going, so I went with that. And it fit the leadership theme a little bit better than a weird demonic cretin thing by showing my real face on camera, all fancied up with the gothic tears of sorrow, rather than hiding behind a mask like I did for previous videos and talking over myself. I just gestured a bit in front of the camera and talked over it. But now I had to remember my lines. Now I had to get up and talk directly to you. So that was fun. So, if something's just not vibing with you right now, set it aside. When you come back to it, switch it up, play different music, get into a different mood. And that may just ignite your passion for creativity and give you that spark of inspiration to make you feel like you love your job again and to make you feel worthy enough to celebrate your own successes. Okay, so here's the Five of Swords. This is a soldier who's picking up the pieces off the ground of a battlefield. The battle is over, and he's the guy making a profit off of all the armor and the weapons left lying around. Think of this like a video game. What do? You loot everything, right? You make the most out of your situation. Okay, maybe the battle didn't go your way, but there's something to be salvaged from the situation that you could turn into a profit. He doesn't need all 5 of these swords. But, look at this. At least he's experienced enough to hold all 4 of them in his carrying hand, and 1 in his attack hand. So he's ready to fight, if he has to, at a moment's notice. This guy is either an opportunist, making the most of a situation, who sees an opportunity for himself. Oh. Yeah, that ties back to the negative meaning, or someone may want to profit off of your fame. So, be aware of that. And also, this could be someone just cleaning up a situation. He's responsible for the care of these horses. And these horses have some kind of supernatural ability to suck up the souls of the dead. I guess that's what just horses do. That's the horse's job. So this guy is going to burn all these bodies and strip the bodies of their gear, categorize and organize all the equipment, haul the cargo back to his village, so that the enemy doesn't benefit from all these fallen resources all over the place. I mean, this guy's practical. He's pragmatic, cleans up well, if you know what I mean. And he's doing this all in a fantastic outfit. And this could be you. Or this could be some other person. This could be an ally. This could be a threat. Overall, there's an opportunity here that helps you with money and fame. And you are contemplating it. You're weighing out the pros and the cons. Ultimately, you don't want a bad memory. And if a situation leads you to having a bad memory, then it is the wrong decision to make. It is the wrong thing to have. You want something better than that. Now. We got the card of illusions here. And whenever the card of illusions is here, I like to turn things around for an alternate perspective. No. We have the card of illusions here. And whenever the card of illusions is here, I like to turn things around for an alternate perspective. But just be aware, maybe you think this guy is helping you out by taking the opportunity to collect all these swords for you. But will he end up stabbing you in the heart with these swords later? Or will he protect you with them? Maybe he'll sell them and buy something you need, like a horse cart. I don't know your situation. Maybe you really do need a horse cart. Horses still exist these days. Sometimes you can put carts on them. Anyway, because of the bad memories, you may be imagining the worst out of someone with actual good intentions. And it's good to have your guard up. And for that, you need to trust your intuition. And you're the star. You're very intuitive. Now, let's turn things around and see this illusion. Okay. The first thing I see is the illusion of money. That you need the money to get the girl. Or maybe this guy's like offering the money but never delivering. There's some sort of illusion with money, with resources, with health, with something. Maybe a guy is holding back from pursuing a woman because he's not yet ready to be a provider. And in this economy, who is? Well, ask yourself, what else are you providing? Are you providing happiness? Are you providing love? Are you providing yourself to be there in a variety of situations? Are you providing protection? Are you providing support? Are you providing celebration? Oh gosh, I almost wrote down delays. Are you providing delays? Oh no, that's a terrible omen. A terrible omen indeed. Or, maybe you think this guy is going to be the light bearer of your life, someone you want to love, and you long to celebrate this connection. But he's going to take the opportunity to delay you and turn the rising star into a falling star. Why are the children here? What are they doing? Maybe he wants to keep you more simple. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wants to keep you back from your destiny by living in this fantasy land of childish behaviors. Maybe you had fun times with him, maybe you didn't, but now you're growing up and you have better standards and you need to focus on your career. You want an actual life. And so this fun time that may or may not have happened, it's on a lower level. Not to say that you can't have fun in your future, it's just this kind of fun is limited. It's childish. It's like, let's go to the comic conventions and dress up when you are the one who wants to be on stage. So, where was I? Let's see. Yeah, where are the children here? Hey, you need to focus on your career. And so he decides to sabotage your career so you'll stay with him. And that's not very loving now, is it? No. Gosh, you know what? I just don't see this connection working out. Maybe there's something here for some individual out there, but I don't see it. I mean, okay, you're loving your career with the illusion card reversed, and you're celebrating your successes. You just got inspiration and creativity back. You're making happy memories for yourself, and You have the falling fame, the falling money, a falling Four of Cups, and the falling Five of Swords. So, okay, there's something here. The Four of Cups upright is a card of stagnation and missed opportunities. Then reversed, it symbolizes you seizing opportunities, letting go of regret, and experiencing renewed motivation and enthusiasm. And the Five of Swords upright can represent conflict, defeat, and the consequences of aggressive behavior, as confirmed with the Fire Boy falling. It highlights the cost of winning at all costs. And then reversed, it signifies a desire for resolution, reconciliation, and moving on from past conflicts. This represents and signifies communication and compromise. And so combined, in rising energy, seems like a situation has been violently conquered, and that leads to a missed opportunity. Combined with the falling energy, there is a desire for resolution, and an opportunity is being seized. And as I talk about this, there's like violent noises outside my window. So there's some kind of conflict, some kind of aggression. Confirmed. So maybe Fireboy got angry over something. Maybe he wants to apologize. Maybe he never will. Maybe he's pretending to apologize because he finally lost you. And you stood up for yourself and you walked away because you got standards. Gosh, this guy, this boyish child, how boring. Next. I mean, okay, maybe he has some good memories. But, he ended up tainting. Okay, maybe. Maybe he made some good memories with you, but he ended up tainting all your memories. They could have been good. And now they're nothing. So he's not worth it. I mean, with the star reversed, there's more sounds outside my window. Yeah, he's pretty angry about it. It's unjust anger. He's angry at himself, really. He's just taking it out on you because he's such a child. So anyway, with the star reversed, he's quite a boring character. Move on. I'm trying to. With the star reversed, there goes the hope and the inspiration of this connection. Maybe this guy regrets something, but he knows that you have standards, and you will never forgive him for something he did. But, there is something here with the career. As the star is falling when the fire page is rising, and the fire page is falling when the star is rising. They both are elements of hope and inspiration. The star is healing and spiritual and optimistic. The fire page is free-spirited, adventurous, and creative. Reversed, the fire page lacks direction, has self-limiting beliefs, and there's potential delays in action or inspiration, as confirmed with the stagnation and the missed opportunity card. It's like your spirits are lifted when you aren't in work. It's like your spirits are lifted when you are not in work mode. And when you are inspired to work, then your spirits fall. How interesting. How interesting. At the same time. But at the same time, you love your job. But it's only when your spirits are falling. I don't know what to make of that. I mean, I don't know. There's something I'm missing here. Like a missed opportunity. And that's the nature of the illusion card. You don't know what the illusion is. So maybe there's something you're missing too. About your situation. But there's a theme about seizing opportunities. And only opportunities that will provide you with the happy memories. If you're just doing it for the extra bucks, know that the bucks will come either way. Know that the bucks will come either way, with one decision or the next. So, you need to focus on what makes you happy. That's your decision. You gotta love what you do. So don't take an opportunity If you're not going to enjoy the experience, if you're not going to enjoy the process, then it's not worth doing. Now, say you were promised money in a particular situation, but it doesn't, bring you any satisfaction. You don't love it, but there's money in it. I mean, choose something different. There's an element of worth here, and you gotta put your own needs first. You need to be worthy of yourself. It's not this fame, it's not the stardom. Just because everyone calls you famous if you have this position doesn't mean it's rewarding. It doesn't mean that you're fulfilling anything. Maybe you'll have more happiness in a socially lower position, but to you it's everything. To you it's amazing. And so people will say, you're nothing at all, but you're happy. You're doing what you love. Maybe there's less cash in it. Maybe there's more. Maybe they're lying to you. Maybe they're holding you back by putting you on this pedestal so they can control you. I mean, that happens a lot in fame. It's always the ones backstage making the more cash, right? Anyway, they're profiting off your tears and your suffering. So, yeah, there's a theme here about seizing opportunities. And only the opportunities that will provide you with happy memories. If you're just doing it for the extra bucks, know that the bucks will come either way, with one decision or the next. So you need to focus on what makes you happy. You gotta love what you do. So don't take on an opportunity if you're not going to enjoy your experience. Focus on being that beacon of light and inspiration in the darkness that you naturally are. And have your career reflect that. And when you're not feeling that inspiration or passion in your workflow, switch it up, change the vibe, and approach it from a different perspective. Maybe you can make the most out of the opportunity that you have right now with the limited resources available right now. Maybe you don't need that fancy thing. Maybe it'll be better with lower technology. Maybe the moon of illusions is eluding itself, and you can see clearly through your situation. I mean, you are the star, after all. You shine at nighttime. Perhaps you are the one influencing the moon. So, just be cautious about your fame. You're going to get the negative comments. You're going to get the haters. You're going to go through the burnout and find yourself unsure and hesitant. And you don't see anything to celebrate about. But if I were to turn around any one of these cards with the Moon of Illusions, it would be the Six of Wands. Because there is something to celebrate here. Maybe you're not publicly celebrating now because you're busy working on things behind the scenes. But you need to learn. You need to learn how to celebrate yourself and celebrate your small victories and your small successes. And by celebrating all the little things, you'll get that feeling like you love the job. And this will get you feeling more love for your job, and you'll rekindle that passion for your profession again. Remember, take the opportunity if it aligns with your spirit. Just trust your instincts and not your head.